All right, welcome back. I
For the time, it's great.
got a delicious drink that I'm gonna have now and enjoy. I guess while we're here, so there's like some kind of tournament going on over there in the back. They've made the space even nicer actually. So if you like CCGs, definitely check this place out. Silk Road Cafe. I'll link it in the description. I don't think they have a website even. I think they just have like a Facebook group, whatever. But cool. Yeah, it's just like if you like Flesh and Blood, if you like or if you want to play like Weiss Geist, or you know, like some of those. I don't even know. Cardfight Vanguard. I know of them. I've never played them myself. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about with the Chinatown Fair. Like, check it out. This place just looks like it's just got Atlantic City vibes over here. Like, it's wonderful, but it's, you know, not doing great. Hate to see it. T-Swirl is the only destination to satisfy your crowd. I've never gone to this place, so I always walk by it here and I'm like, that looks incredibly good. I should go here. And then I don't. And I don't know why. It's because I'm a stupid failure. So, okay. I don't want to go back. Well, I mean, like, this street is cool, but I just might as well, like, go down another street so you can see another street, you know? So I'll do a little loop. I will go up, maybe Bowery, something along those lines, to the next store on our list, which is gonna be the Uncommons, where I was gonna go first. What a horrible memory. So glad that's over. It's so refreshing. Strawberries, crushed ice, fresh strawberries. You can taste that they're fresh. Freshly defrosted anyway. Good enough for me. And if it's good enough for me, it should be good enough for you too. So this is actually kind of, I'm realizing I went further east just now, but I need to go west. It's okay. Life is good. The weather is beautiful. It's only gonna get more pleasant. It's not gonna get cold until like 8 hours later, if then. Look at these pastries. They look good. GoldenManaBakery.com. I haven't been there either. There's so many places I haven't been.
China. He plays.
I guess a British woman. Oh, it's a proper Chinatown, eh? Of course, there's a seedy underbelly type situation here as well. It's a large component of any, you know, tightly knit immigrant community neighborhood. Not just Chinatown. I think unique about Chinatown in that respect. I think Brighton Beach, for example, and South Brooklyn is the same with the rest of the community. Being a large organized crime element. Gangs, you know, extortion, all the things you would expect. Actually, on YouTube, there's a very interesting channel that is like Chinatown gang history, and it's guys who are, you know, were in gangs, maybe sometimes leaders, sometimes more like footmen or lieutenants. Over the last several decades at various times, and they're just you know, sharing stories of what it was like and the conflicts and the tensions and the myths and all the things, and debunking certain things or confirming other things. And yeah, I mean, if you watch the channel, you can, I don't know how accurate their information is and how much of what they're saying is tall tales or exaggerations or just outright lies for various reasons, you know, to protect somebody they're loyal to or to protect themselves or whatever. All of that is understandable. It is like beyond me to know what's happening really. But you can tell that the people who are on the channel were clearly really part of that kind of world. And maybe some still are, in many cases. So this is the Manhattan Bridge. Manhattan Bridge goes to Brooklyn. We could walk over it right now and it would take about 15-20 minutes. And then we'd be in Brooklyn. But we're not going to do that right now. We'll do it another time.
I missed just, you know, not counting my time.
All the bridges you can cross on foot, which is cool. Or on bike.
Yeah. You managed to like get scale for that.
I really want to go get dumplings at this one place, but there's just no way to combine dumplings and strawberry slushy. It's too unholy. I have to accept that it's too unholy. But another time. It's a really good place on Hester now, and then it's cheap dumplings. It's sometimes annoyingly busy at this time though. You have to wait for like 5 minutes. Unacceptable. Worst of all, you have to be in a small space with a large number of other people. All right, so we've crossed Canal Street. We're going north now on the east side of Manhattan. We're still kind of in Chinatown It's not the heart of Chinatown anymore, maybe, but as you can see, there's still a lot of Asian businesses. But that'll be over in 2-3 blocks. If we went west, we would end up in Little Italy, but I'm just not ready for that level of tackiness right now. So I'm gonna avoid that, and we'll suffer through it another time, maybe. Maybe I'll be in the mood for it at one point. I don't think it's that important to see, honestly. Moo, 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 moo. Interesting. So maybe I'm wrong, but I said about there not being a lot of Korean businesses around here. But I just saw a Korean fried chicken restaurant, and then that gummy donut place I believe is Korean. So I'm kind of wrong. Although I do think it's kind of a newer thing. Like that gummy donut place, Mochi Donut, is no more than 5 years old. God, those donuts are so good. Just imagine if how do you even describe this? It's like sticky and gooey, but not thin and liquidy. Cakey gooey. You squish it and it unsquishes completely. It's not cakey as in crumbly at all. The closest analog I could think of is maybe those kind of like gelatinous rice desserts, but it's much sweeter. It's a real dessert. Like to a Western palate, it's very much a dessert. Specifically to an American palate, I mean. And they've also Americaned it up in other ways. So there's like, sprinkles and shit. Okay, if every day is ramen day, I'm not complaining. That could be the case. I will eat ramen every day. If you give it to me. Here's a question for you. You have to go to prison for the rest of your life, but you get fed as much as you want, anything you want, highest quality. You get no limit to the quantity, no limit to the frequency. Any and all beverage is also provided. The best chefs and mixologists in the world are at your beck and call forever, for the rest of your life. But you have to stay in prison. Do you do it? I guess that's like being married to a rich man. What's up, man? I'm sorry, I don't have anything to say. The most dangerous brand in the world. My goodness, what could that possibly be? All right, let's go west again for a little bit, and we will go to like, I don't know, to Broadway maybe? Maybe not that far. But we're heading to the village. We came from the village, we're going back to the village, except we're going back to somewhat east of where we were. And we are going to do it on foot. I guess we're going back to Mott after all. Are we actually going to bamboozle ourselves into walking through Little Italy? That would be terrible. But we might be failing to avoid it. Oh no. It's happening. Damn. 21 questions. Love to hear it. It's cool because, you know, 50 is like what I grew up with and what I went to college with. So to hear that people still listen to that music, it's like when I hear those songs, I remember the, you know, times in my 20s or late teens when I was first listening to them. And it's great. Well, sometimes it's great. Sometimes I'm like, wow, I was depressed. Aren't we all though? My landlord is so annoying. I always message him like a month and a half, 2 months before lease renewal to ask him like, what do you think about rent this year? What are you gonna do? And he's always like trying to play games with me where he doesn't tell me the amount until the last possible time. Not just this landlord, other landlords I've had. They're always playing these fucking games. Just tell me, bro. I'm not like more likely to stay because you spring it on me at the last time. If anything, I'm more likely to move.
It's gonna be on your right.
Nolita. This stands for North of Little Italy. So we did actually mostly avoid Little Italy. That's a cool speaker. It's the kind of thing that you would find in like in an isometric point-and-click adventure game like Junkyard Location. A mannequin that's a speaker with graffiti all over it and some lights strung on it. It's picturesque. my understanding of the word picturesque anyway.
Yeah.
What's up,
Can I
man?
tell you something?
What is it?
Is it on?
It's on.
It's on.
Yeah, you want to say something to the camera?
Yeah, bro. God bless you, my boy. May God give you prosperity and health. You heard?
Thanks, man.
You're
Cheers.
welcome, brother. Cheers.
Have a good one. Okay. It's not that often that people interact with the camera. But this is the second time it's happened in about how many hours of shooting footage have I done so far? I guess probably like 30 hours, 30 to 40 hours. To be fair, I am running a fair amount of that time. And also I do gravitate towards, you know, half abandoned locations. So, you know, maybe if I spend all that 30 hours, 40 hours walking around here, it'd be a different story. Maybe I would have gotten like 20 engagements. One time the first time that it happened, I was in Berkeley and I was walking around and I was filming there, and there was these two teen dudes who were just like coming out of a parking lot, and we started talking, and they were like giving me support. It was nice. I was touched. I think I tagged it in the video that I posted. It's kind of a legendary moment. I wish them well. Legends forever. By the way, I apologize to them if they're actually in their early 20s. I don't mean like they look like immature. I just mean they look youthful and vigorous.
You know, in fairness, though, one doesn't think
Developing a taste for electronic music gradually. It's kind of terrible. Like really bad electronic music. I mean, I guess most music is electronic music now, but you know what I mean. Roughly. I mean, I don't even know what I mean, but like very roughly speaking. Music that people dance to at clubs. That has no lyrics. Or where the lyrics aren't the big thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But it's hard. I mean, the reason I can get into it is because of the dancing. I love dancing. I like dancing and movement in general. All kinds of movement. I feel very restless if I have to be still for any length of time. But otherwise I couldn't. Because it has to be either extremely emotionally moving, like best classical music, performed well, like performed by a person of the same emotional caliber as the composer, which is rare. Or it has has to be something you can really, really dance to, like, you know, whatever. The electronic dance music or polka or something you can go fucking ham to. Or else it needs to have lyrics. And not just like lyrics, but like good lyrics, wordplay. That's why I like rap so much. Because they're playing with words in a way that pop music really doesn't. Pop music is just using words to reference like certain emotional tropes, whereas you know, rap is like sandboxing with words. All right, we're gonna cross Broadway and approach my favorite store on Broadway, probably, which is the Adidas store. Are we gonna? Damn. High quality. We're going to not go into the Adidas store because then I will spend too much time buying shorts. Yummy. But yeah, we're gonna walk west to Thompson, and then we're gonna go north on Thompson, and then we'll be where we want to be. Roughly.
I think she's like she's gone into it.
Kind of an indie movie theater on the corner here that I used to go to when I was going to movies a lot. I don't do that anymore. I got bored of it. It doesn't feel effortful enough. It doesn't feel interactive enough. And you have to sit still. And the movie, there are like 8 movies that are just once you've seen each of the 8 or 12 movies ever, 8 times, it's kind of hard to care about. I don't know. I mean, it's weird because I don't like really lose my appetite for wandering around places, even though there are only like 8 different kinds of places. But with movies, it's like I'm not even moving my legs, man. I don't know. It's not just Hollywood movies either. It's like Indian art movies, even high quality movies. There's only so many different textures and outlooks on life that they express. At some point, it's just like, yeah. Eat a burger. Run a marathon. Like, do something. Like grouping how I'm referring to eating a burger as doing something. That's a low standard. But we can go lower. We can always go lower. Yikes. I had trouble swallowing my smoothie. Sort of lowers cholesterol. Yeah. They do a good job in New York putting up big ads that interact with the facades that they're painted on.
Yeah, it's just not.
Small operation for goats.
You know, if you hook up with somebody and then you ghost them and then you run into them but you don't want to talk to them again, I think the way to go about it is just to insist that you're sure you've never met. And the reason you're sure you've never met is because they're so beautiful that you can believe that you would not remember if you had met. That's a good way to make them really mad. I like my wife, so I wouldn't do that. Probably. Boy. Go beep 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 beep. Sorry, I'll try to not make this be like smoothie cam. But you know, man has a smoothie, man has to take sips. We're coming up on the next page. I'm going to show you the Uncommons. Yeah, this is the place that I was talking about that when I was in grad school, 2012, 2014. It was the only one that I was aware of. And I do think it was one of the earlier ones. I think it was at the beginning of the trend. Now it's like a very firmly established thing. But back then, I think it was kind of a new thing that they were trying to make happen, and they were maybe at the forefront of helping make it happen. Because now, like, they have a whole little empire of this stuff. In that, like, there's this place, but then there's also these Hex & Co. chain. They have 3 locations, and they're actually the same owners. So, you know, they're growing. It's very similar places, similar vibes. This one's maybe my favorite because it's just the coziest and the coziest and the liveliest. Hello, how's it going? Know that person because I'm often coming in here and buying card products. But yeah, this place is legit. The Uncommons. Coffee, games, tea, snacks. They do a delicious lavender iced latte that I often get. And you should check it out. There's a chess store that we walked past that is right on the other side that I won't talk about, but that I'll show it on the side. Chess Forum, place I mentioned. All right. Here's the deal. Sorry. We're gonna walk through Washington Square Park because, you know, like, we're in Washington Square Park area, and it just makes sense to enter the park if we have the opportunity to do so, because it's a cool place. Thank you, WeWork, for being open. I love you. I mean, that alone is kind of... No, it's not reason enough to have a all-access membership if you'd ever use it, because it's like $300 a month. But it's reason enough to have like a Blink Fitness membership or something like that. Something like some budget gym with many locations in the city that you live in. I think it's just worth it to have a membership. First of all, just go to the gym and get in shape. And secondly, you have access to a bathroom not too far from where you are, wherever you go. That's why it's good to pick like a mainstream chain. Also, you could go and take a shower in a pinch. Alright, that's a very helpful sound for visually impaired people for crossing the street. Very distinctive rhythm.
I know that you, yeah, I don't be trying to submit it. As soon as you do, you think you'll do it. It's just over.
It's not as lively as it was yesterday when there was